Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending your time zone. Let me start by saying thank you. Thank you for taking the time with us today and for giving me also the opportunity to share with you my knowledge and my passion. So, thank you for the organizers also and the sponsors. Before we start, let's talk a little bit about my favorite topic, me, myself, and I. So, for people who don't know me, I'm Houssam Saoudy, and currently I'm working at Capgemini Morocco as a Salesforce architect, technical lead. I'm also Salesforce MVP, the very first Salesforce MVP in Africa, which mean basically I'm fully involved in Salesforce ecosystem and the Trailblazer community. Also, a lot of mini Salesforce certifications, and also I'm the leader of the Casablanca Developer Group in Morocco, and I'm the founder of the North Africa Dreamin conference. I'm also I spoke at Dreamforce and also the Dreamin event and user group around the world. So don't hesitate to contact me if you want anything. So, today's agenda. Today we will talk about what is omnichannel and how can omnichannel help us, and also difference between omnichannel and with and without omnichannel with a scenario. And also we will see different types of routine in omnichannel that we can have, and also we will see how to configure omnichannel, and also we will take a look of omni supervisor interface. So, according to different studies, customer engagement is the direct root of every important business objective. It's the pathway of achieving what every business wants. For example, customer loyalty, customer purchases, customer visit profits, or maybe a customer ambassadorship for your brand. However, defining customer engagement or its distinctiveness from other concepts, such as, for example, participation, involvement, and commitment, can be a bit blurry. So, and as a customer, we can, for example, send an email or send a message on WhatsApp, or, for example, call by a phone. So we have multiple ways that we can contact a company. And as a company, we need to have several ways and several tools that we can help our company to respond to our customer. And for this reason, for example, if we took as an example a call center, we have in each call center we have agent and supervisor, and agents can have, for example, some difficulties, and challenges. So let's discover them quickly. For example, if I'm an agent, I have many challenges. For example, cases are not always routed to agents who have the skills and availability to solve the case. That means maybe, for example, sometimes I receive a lot of cases in same time, or for example, I can receive a case and I don't have the skills to respond to our customer, and our customer will be angry. Other difficulties or challenges, for example, agents do not know which cases to prioritize, to work on first or escalate. For example, if I receive, for example, 10 cases, I don't know which cases to prioritize. And it's also difficult. Why? Because sometimes we have, for example, some hot fixes, some very urgent cases that we need to resolve. Or maybe, for example, agents have no way of collaborating on case to resolve them quickly with other agents. Me as an agent, I need, for example, a tool that can help me to communicate with other agents and collaborate also. And the last challenge that I list here, for example, agents can only accept incoming workflow on service channel at time. For example, email, messaging, chat, voice. So we can't, for example, do a lot of tasks in the same time. So this is just a few difficulties that an agent can discover. So let's see, for example, now the supervisor challenges. The supervisors can't track and monitor agent workload, statue, capacity, and time on one screen. So it's also one of our challenges. High service costs associated to slow case resolution time. And we need to find a solution, and no opportunity to help coach mentor agents to offer constructive feedback. For example, if I have a lot in my team, I have a lot of agents. I can't, for example, help them or coach them or monitor them if I don't have a tool that will help me to do that. And also, we no way of reviewing agent previous chat transcription, conversation with customer in real time. So this is also just a few challenges and difficulties that a supervisor can found during his work. And for this reason, we have something called omni-channel. So what is omni-channel? So omni-channel is not a TV channel, right? So Salesforce Omnichannels can help your agents to work faster by automatically pushing cases or leads and other work directly to agents. Omnichannel also allows your agent to communicate with customers from any digital channel, for example, email, messaging, chat, social media, voice, etc. So we have all tools in the one place. And to summarize, omnichannel is a way to communicate for support. So and omnichannel can helps agent to work more efficiently by, for example, routing cases to the right agent at the right time, pushing conversation from any channel directly into the agent console, or for example, prioritizing cases that need immediate attention. For example, we have sometimes a very urgent ticket that we need to fix or resolve. So omnichannel can help us. And also omnichannel can help us to distribute work based on agent work item size and availability, as well as agent skills for complex cases. For example, in some cases, we can, for example, found one agent that are working with a lot of cases, and other agents are working only with one case. So it's not logical. So we need to have a tool to help us. So omni-channel is here to help us. This is an example. For example, this man just created one case for his laptop. So his laptop is not working, and with Q and with omni-channel, we can, for example, omni-channel can attribute this case to the right person. For example, here we have three cases, three people. The first one is working on the two items, this one on one item, and the last one no items. So omnichannel can route and assign this case automatically. So we don't need a man or someone to do that. So it will be automatically. And this is an example without and with omnichannel. So in the first example, without omnichannel. So for example, an or a customer gets a case, so his laptop is not working. So if we don't have omnichannel, we need, for example, people to go to assign this queue. And for example, in this example, for the first agent, can choose to take this case. Why? Because maybe because it's easy case, and he will assign to herself. Or maybe, for example, in the third example, this agent is lazy, a lazy man, lazy agent. So He will not check this case because just he is lazy. But if we have an omni-channel, we can solve this problem. For example, the customer here are created one case, so we have omni-channel. He will verify, for example, which agents are has a capacity and are free and are available. For example, these agents are working on one HM, this one on two HMs, and the last one zero HM. So omnichannel will help us and will assign this case to the right agent. So now let's see, for example, the steps how to configure omnichannel. So we have few steps that we need to memorize. The first step and important one, we need to enable omnichannel first. After that, we need to create service channel. And after that, we can create a routine configurations and assign routine configurations to a queue. That means we need to have a queue. If not, we need to create this queue. And also we need to create a presence configuration, create presence statue also, and also added presence statue to a profile. And last step, it's easy. We just need to add the omni-channel box to our interface, our UI. So let's look the steps to enable omni-channel. So to enable omni-channel, just go to your setup and write omni-channel setting, and you have this checkbox. So we need to coach and activate this option, enable omni-channel. So this is our first step that you need to do. As a second step, we have something called service channel. So what is service channel? Service channel is a way to communicate the support team. It can be any custom object or case or lead object, for example. And when you create a channel for case, any case that comes to Salesforce route to agent automatically. You can create, for example, service channel case or service channel lead if you want. In this example, we will create a service channel for our case. For this, you need only to look and write, for example, service channel in your setup, and we have a new button, and you can click here, and you can, for example, here start to create your first service channel, for example, top priority billing issues. And after that, you need to choose your object, case object, lead object, or any other object. In this case, we will work with case object. And also we have others options, but are there are no mandatory, so we can skip it. But to be simple, just create service channel and choose your object and give it a name. The third step is you need to create a routine configuration. For this, you need to write routine configuration in your setup and click on the new button, and after that you can create the routine configuration. So these configurations helps you to give priority of the work items and give capacity of the work items. And the work item can be, for example, case, lead, custom object, and capacity can be, for example, weight of each work item. And we have here two or many routine model. For example, if you choose list active, it's mean you want to have the last amount of work. If you found, for example, someone with last least amount of work, omnichannel can assign him this case. And also we have the second option, most available. So for example, if you choose this one, omnichannel can assign to agent who has a greater value when his total capability his current work. For example, as you can see here, you have also a routine priority and routine model. Routine model you can choose, for example, most available or least active. It's depend on your case. And after that, you can think to assign routine configuration to queue. For this, you need to look if you have first a queue. If not, you need to create your queue. How you can create a queue? So just click or write queue on the setup, and you can discover you have a new button. You can click on the new, and you can create your queue. For example, in this case, I just created a queue with a label called super squad cases, and also here I choose high priority billing issues omni-channel routine. So you have this option, and this means you need to choose one routine configuration that you already created. After that, you can choose your support object. In our case, it's the case object. After that, you need, as you saw, to create a presence configuration. So for this, you need only to write presence configuration on your setup. Click on the new button, as you see on the screen. And here we can start to create our presence configuration. So this is way of telling Salesforce that whether Salesforce can decline work items that are assigned to him. Provide reason if he declines also. And also with this option, we can, for example, define how much work agents can accept and which omnichannel features they can access. With the presence configuration, also you can specify your agent overall capacity for work items also. That is the amount of work an agent can take. Also, you can choose. In addition, you can also indicate how agents can interact with work that is assigned to them. Just as, for example, whether or not agents can decline assignment. So, to summarize, with this option, we can create presence configuration, and we can, for example, choose the capacity here. And also you can define how much work an agent can accept. After that, we need to create a presence statue. For this, you just need to write presence statues on our setup, and we can click on the new button, and we will start to create our presence statue. So for example, in this case, I created one called, for example, available, and the status option it's online. And also I added the service channel. The service channel is top priority billing issues that I just created. So here we need to define status for agents to flag. For example, available, away, not now, I'm busy, etc. So with this interface, we can let agents indicate when they are online and available to receive work items from a specific service channel, or whether they are away or offline. We can, for example, we have a status field, and with this we can, for example, choose whether agents are online or busy when they use this statue. And we have also something that we need to do called added presence status to profile. For this, we need to go to a profile. For example, in our case, it's system administrator profile, and we have an option called presence statue profile. So it's here, so we can click, and we can click on enable service presence status access tabs. And when we create in these tabs, we'll have this interface and we can assign which statues we need to choose. For example, in this example, I just choose the two statues that I created available, and not now I'm busy. And the last thing that you just need to add omni-channel box to our UI. So we need to go to app builder setup, and we will look to utility items, and we will choose omni-channel option. And if we don't found omni-channel here, we can click on added utility item, and we will choose omni-channel. So here we have our panel height and our panel width. Why width? Yeah. So also we have a different routine framework. We just saw the first one, queue-based routine. So this option is best more for smaller organizations that support a limited number of products. And we have also a second one, skilled-based routine. It's best for larger organization, and for example when this organization have many agents that support many products, and also we have many some complex skills set. And we have also external routine, so it's best for organization that want to route work to Salesforce Service Console while keeping the routine implementation that the organization currently use. So I put here many cases, many how it's work. So you can check a screenshot, or you can take a look after. But just to summarize, you have three type of routine that you need to memorize. And for example, for our example, queue-based routine, we need to have a queue, and you're organized, and you need to have, for example, agents that can work with different queue, and we have, for example, one skill. But if you have your agents have different skills with the complex uh, skills, you can think about skill based routine. So to summarize what we are talking about today. So we talked about omni-channel. So omni-channel route cases to agents. So omni-channel can work with case, with lead, or with other object. And we have three type of routine: queue-based routine, skills-based routine, external routine. And also we have omni-channel. Omni-channel can help managers to supervise their agent work. So let me share my with you quick demo. For example, this is our service console. And for example, if we are working on omni-channel, so we have this here. So omni-channel, for example, I'm working in the two items, and for example, if I create one item, Salesforce will told me that we I need to accept this case or not. So this is the omni. You can take a look after. And we have also agent summary, and here, for example, me as an agent, I can supervise our agent. And for example, I can also change statues if I want. I can assign, and I can, for example, see the capacity here. So this is how it's look omni-channel. You have many trailhead model on trailhead that you can take a look. I think on my time, so we can stay in touch, and if you have any question or suggestion, you can send me an email, or you can send me also a message on LinkedIn or on Twitter. I will be very happy to respond if you have any question. And with that, thank you for attending my session, and thank you also for to the organizer for this first ever automation Dreamin event. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Houssam. And we actually do have one question in the chat, if you wouldn't mind sticking around for a
Yeah,
second. Um, so it mentions a previous screen. I'm not quite sure which one it was, but in the previous screen, you mentioned cases. Can we use this for distributing leads as well?
yeah. The response is yes. We can distribute cases or lead or also other objects.
Awesome. And another question, is that agent summary for the supervisor only, or is that available for all agents?
No, we can do it only for agents, for supervisor, sorry.
Right.
And
And
if we want, for example, to give it to an agent, we can, but the supervisor, it's more here for our supervisor, not for all agents.
awesome. And I think that's it for questions. Oh, one more. Can we generate reports for when agents are logged in or
Can we
when they come
generate reports
unavailable?
for when agent login? Yes, we can generate a report if we want. Uh, I think it's available. Can check. I can check this. I'm not sure, but I can check, and you can send me your a message, and I can check and give you the right answer.
Oh, perfect. And even if you want to throw it in on our LinkedIn page or that, Hussam, feel free to do so. When we find answers coming in. I know we're doing that for a couple of other sessions too. Cool. And I think that's it. So thank you so much for presenting, for being here with us today and supporting. And do stay in touch. Hussam just put his LinkedIn into the chat there. So feel free to connect there. And we'll see everybody around on the next sessions.
Thank you. Goodbye.